He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her."
What? How it feels to die from every serial killer. Now, I'm not a serial killer fan. I don't enjoy watching all those kind of crime stories, but everybody knows a few serial killers. The most famous one, like Jeffrey Dahmer, for example. I know he's going to be in this video as he's one of the only few ones that I know. I can't wait to see that part. But yeah, let's get right into it. If you know John Wayne Gacy, let me know in the comments. I'll know if maybe I'm the one who just doesn't know him or if he's actually a popular serial killer. So yeah, let's get into it.
Imagine that you're a 18-year-old runaway, homeless and desperate
18 to 2-year-old or 21? I think he was 21.
for work. A man in his 30s pulls up in his car and introduces
Oh, no.
himself as John. He's friendly, well-dressed, and owns his own construction business.
They are always friendly, trying to lure you in. You never actually get the creepy vibes from them until it's too late.
He offers you a job, $10 an hour, cash, no questions asked. He says you can start tomorrow if you come to his house tonight to discuss details. You're desperate, exhausted, and hungry. You accept.
I'm
His house
hungry
is
right
normal,
now.
suburban, and unremarkable. Inside, John offers you a beer and starts explaining the construction work.
No,
He's
no,
personable,
no.
jokes around, tells you about his community service work. Then he suggests showing you a magic trick. He pulls out a pair of handcuffs and asks if you
No,
can escape
no.
from them. It seems weird, but harmless.
What do you mean? You said you want to show me a magic trick. So what do you mean if I can escape from them? That's red flag number 1. I'm not going to let you cuff me.
You let him put the handcuffs on
Why?
your wrists behind your back.
That's dumb.
The click of the cuffs locking is the last normal sound you hear. John's entire demeanor changes in an
It was at this moment he realized that he fucked up.
instant. The friendly contractor vanishes. He forces you to the floor and
What are you doing?
ties your ankles. You're screaming, but there's no one to hear you.
Bah!
The neighbors are too far
Bah!
away, and he's soundproofed the room. He places a rope around your neck, tied in
Damn.
a specific knot.
Oh, you
Then
guys
he
can't
starts twisting
see.
you with a stick like a tourniquet, slowly cutting off your air supply. You can't breathe, and this torture
Wait.
continues for hours. But then finally, he tightens it one last time and doesn't stop. Your last conscious thought is terror. Your body will be buried in
Why?
the crawl space beneath his house, along with 28 others. John Wayne Gacy was arrested in December 1978 after the bodies of 4 late victims were found in the Des Plaines River.
And he genuinely looks like a normal fat guy. He looks like some guy who's just like, he has his life together, living a normal life, and just maybe trying to find a woman to spend the rest of his life with, and he's getting old. That's what I get from this guy. He's even smiling. Meanwhile, he's a sick person. Like, I don't understand what exactly they see or they enjoy in this. It's deranged to me, but oh well, on to the next.
Police discovered 29 bodies buried beneath his house.
29
His trial
bodies is
began in
crazy.
1980. He pleaded innocent by reason of insanity.
Huh?
However, the jury convicted him of all 33 and he received the death penalty.
Yeah,
After all
I
his
think he
appeals were
deserved
denied,
that.
he was executed by lethal injection on May 10th,
You know, I get that lawyers, it's kind of their job to defend you, but where does the limits lie? Like, at some point, with all the evidence being conclusive, like, it's clear this guy killed these people, 30 people or 29 people. Like, why would you even still try to defend him? Why? I feel like there should be a line drawn where, I know everybody has rights, but come on, really? It's crazy to me.
1994. The Zodiac. You're sitting
The
on a bench
Zodiac.
at Lake Berryessa in Napa County,
So the next killer, let me know if you guys know the Zodiac killer. Just let me know how many of the serial killers you know.
California, enjoying a peaceful picnic with your girlfriend on a warm afternoon in 1969. The sun is shining, the water is calm, and you're completely relaxed. But suddenly, your girlfriend grabs your arm and points toward the trees. She tells you that she thinks she saw somebody watching you guys in the woods, and before you can even react, a 6-foot-tall, 250-pound psycho approaches you out of nowhere. He's wearing nothing but dark clothes, sunglasses, and a straight-up
What the
executioner
hell?
hoodie with a zodiac sign at the bottom of it. The hooded man draws a gun and slowly approaches you. Instinctively, you position yourself between him and your girlfriend.
Instinctively, broski, I would have peed my pants.
But to your absolute surprise, he starts to reason with you. He says that he's an escaped convict from Montana, and that all he needs is your car and money to get to Mexico. Even though you don't really have a choice, you tell him you'll cooperate. He orders both of you to lie face down on the ground. Then he tells your girlfriend to tie you up first. Afterward, he
Oh,
then ties her
no,
up in the
bro.
same way. Without as much as even a second passing, the criminal tears her to shreds right in front of you with a 12-inch carving knife. You scream in horror as you try to break free from your restraints to save her, but your attempt to try to free yourself and charge at him quickly transforms into trying
He
to
has a
escape him.
gun,
Once
bro.
you realize he turns his attention towards you, A plunges his weapon into your lower back, then your upper back, then above your ribs.
Wait, guys, give me a second. I mistakenly stopped my video, so let's just go back for a second.
Then your upper back, then above your ribs. And he doesn't stop. Eventually, as you
I feel like if he's using a knife, you have a chance, but he also has a gun with him, so you can't really escape. So, but if you've decided to fight him anyway, then how could you still end up dying? I just feel like maybe he has more skills, I guess. Anyways, let's keep watching. I'm kind of upset because I mistakenly stopped the video, but it's fine. It'll make me have to edit it because I don't like editing my videos.
lie on the ground gasping for air, you watch as the man leaves a note on the side of your car.
Even if I'm gasping for air, dying, I will get up and I will charge him with my last bit of strength and adrenaline, and I'll make sure he dies with me. I will punch him so hard in the neck, his esophagus would collapse there and then, and we can die together. He can look into my eyes as we're both dying, because I have nothing left to lose, so we're both losing.
It'd have a zodiac sign on it, with the dates of 3 recent deaths and the words, "by knife," written besides them.
Bro is a lunatic.
This is what happened to Brian Hartnell and his girlfriend Cecilia Ann Shepard. Luckily enough, Brian would survive the encounter, but his girlfriend sadly would pass. Brian would describe the
Wait, let's
criminal
hear.
to police officers, but the Zodiac Killer would never be caught, and he'd go on to claim anywhere from 5 to 37 more victims, leaving
Damn.
behind cryptic notes like this. I like killing people because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all.
You know, I always say this, but this is actually my problem with people who can kill animals and people who kill animals, because at some point you get to the point where you see animals are living beings just like human beings. So eventually, after killing enough, I feel like the line blurs, right, as to what an animal is, what is a human. To you, it just starts looking like living beings, because either ways you're still taking the life out of creatures, be it deers, rabbits, chickens, bears, any form of game. You watch the life drain from their eyes. Eventually, for some people, it becomes an addiction. They want to see the life drain from the eyes of other creatures. They might try new creatures, and eventually it's like extends to human beings, and that's the problem.
The butcher. Imagine
Let me
you're a
know if you know the butcher in the comment section.
4-year-old waiting at a rural train station in Rostov, Soviet Union in 1984. A middle-aged man in glasses approaches you, soft-spoken and grandfatherly. He says he knows a shortcut through the woods to the next town and offers to show you the way. You're running late and he seems harmless, so you follow him. The forest path gets darker and colder, and you begin to feel uneasy when suddenly he grabs you from behind. His strength is pretty shocking for his mild appearance.
Why is he even behind you in the first place? Like, these people have zero survival instinct.
Suddenly, throws you to the ground and starts slashing with a knife he pulled from his coat. The attack is nothing short of animalistic. The butcher stabs your hands, chest, mouth, skull, eyes, and face. You try to scream, but pain cuts your voice short, leaving only faint, rattling breaths. The attack lasts only minutes, but feels like hours. As you're losing consciousness from blood loss, you
This
see
is
him
so
doing something
disturbing.
unspeakable with
Hey.
the knife to your body. Your last sensation is the indescribable horror of understanding what's happening, but being too weak to stop it.
Please don't tell me.
Andre
What the
Gentile murdered at least 50 people between 1978 and
He muted. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but he does that. He he chops it off. That's insane. If you're a guy, that is. I don't even want to know what he does to females.
1990. He was eventually identified as the chief suspect of his heinous crimes and arrested. While in court, he was kept in a cage because of his erratic behavior. On one occasion, he pulled down his pants and masturbated in front of the court. He was executed in a Moscow prison
These people are sick.
in 1994. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Guys, I think this might just be the last one I do. I don't even think I can keep going unless you guys want me to. I'm just going to stay for Jeffrey Dahmer because he's famous. Let's see. Harold Shipman and the Boogeyman. But I know about the Boogeyman. So I guess I'll just try my best to endure. But damn, it's not looking good.
Now imagine you're at a bar in Milwaukee on a Saturday night when a blonde man in his late 20s approaches you. He's charming, good-looking, and well-spoken. He introduces himself as Jeff and offers to buy you a drink. He
Jeff.
mentions he's a photographer and asks if you'd be interested in making some quick cash by posing for photos at his apartment.
What do you mean by that?
He offers you $50. You're broke and he seems
What do you
harmless
mean by
enough,
that?
so you agree. His apartment is at 924 North 25th Street. It's neat and surprisingly clean. He offers you another drink, a strong rum and coke. You take a few sips,
Look,
and within minutes,
guys, just don't drink at strangers' houses. I think that's the one lesson we should take from this. Don't drink at the house of someone you don't know. Take your own water. If you don't have your own water, go buy yours. Don't. If a random stranger walks up to you and invites you to their home and they're offering you things, don't take it. Don't consume anything.
you start feeling dizzy and disoriented. Your vision blurs. You try to stand up, but your legs won't work. The room spins. Jeff is still talking, but his voice sounds distant and distorted. You collapse onto the couch. Then you wake up hours later. But something is wrong. You can't move your arms. You're handcuffed to something. Your head is pounding and your mouth tastes like chemicals. Jeff is standing over you now, and his demeanor has completely changed. The friendly photographer is gone. What remains is cold, empty, and calculated. He doesn't yell or threaten. He just tells you calmly what's
It's how they can pretend to be good people until it's too late for me.
going to happen. He's going to strangle you until you pass out. And then his freaky ass is going to take advantage of your unconscious body. If you wake up, he'll do it again. But eventually, you'll stop waking up. Your last conscious thoughts are of
I
panic
can't breathe, guys. The things I endure for you guys. This is sick.
and confusion as his hands wrap around your throat and the world goes dark for the final time. In the same manner, Jeffrey Dahmer murdered 17 young men and boys between 1978 and 1991. He was arrested in July 1991 after one victim escaped. Harold Shipman. Imagine you're living your bonus years alone in Hyde, Greater
You know what I'm going to say. Let me know if you know him in the comment section.
Manchester. You've been feeling tired lately and short of breath. You call your family doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman, a respected general practitioner
He's even
who's
a
been practicing in the area
doctor.
for over 20 years.
No.
He makes house calls, which is rare these days, and he's always been so kind and
Bro,
attentive.
of
He
course,
arrives at your home
of
within
course.
an hour, black medical bag in hand. He takes your blood pressure, listens to your heart, and asks about your symptoms. He tells you it's likely just a circulation issue, nothing to worry about, but he'd like to give you an injection that will help. You trust him completely. He's your doctor. He prepares a syringe from his bag. You barely feel the needle go into your arm. Within seconds, a warm sensation spreads through your body. You feel relaxed, peaceful, almost euphoric. Dr. Shipman is asking you questions, but his voice is getting farther away. You're so tired suddenly. Your eyelids are impossibly heavy. You try to respond, but the words won't come. Your breathing slows. Your vision narrows to a pinpoint.
Can't imagine how scary this is, because just imagine having zero control of your body. You're trying to talk and you can't talk. Trying to stay awake, you can't. Like, we probably at some point won't even be able to move anymore. That's scary.
Point of light, then disappears entirely. You die in your armchair, peacefully, never knowing your trusted doctor just murdered you with a lethal injection of diamorphine. Harold Shipman was convicted of murdering 15 patients in 2000, but investigators believe he killed between 215 and 250 people over his career. On January 13th, 2004, he hanged himself in his cell at Wakefield Prison.
My question is why? Like, Like he's watching them die slowly. Like their eyes are probably closed. So there's literally they're probably just lying down peacefully and they die peacefully. I don't know if he only does it to old people, but like, what do you gain from doing that exactly? It just doesn't make sense. Just knowing that you took a life, it makes you feel powerful. The boogeyman. Bro, I'm actually exhausted watching this, but yeah, let's just get these final parts over with.
In 1870, a man named Albert Fish suffered horrific as a child at an orphanage, where he was regularly beaten and
Bro.
and as a result, he exhibited troubling behaviors that would escalate over the years of his life. Fish would lure children with promises of work, candy, or both. And in 1928, while pretending to be a wealthy man visiting a family's house to hire their son for work, Albert would convince the parents of a named Grace to let him take her to a birthday party. He didn't spontaneously do this, however. He was only able to take them after building trust and warmth with the family. And as you could guess, there was no party. He took her to an abandoned house, strangled her, dismembered her body, cooked her, and ate her. 6 years later, Albert would send the family a letter saying this: "On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you and brought you pot cheese with strawberries. We had lunch. Then Grace sat in my lap and gave me a kiss on my cheek. It was at this point that I made up my mind to eat her."
What?
The rest of the letter is
Bro, I'm just noticing the viewer beware section over here. Did you guys notice it from the beginning? I wish I saw this so I'll know how bad it was going to. Let's just
disgusting,
finish this.
repulsive, and detailed. After reading it, Grace's traumatized parents were able to use it as evidence for officials to track and capture Albert. And after he was arrested, medical examinations revealed that Albert had inserted over 29 needles into his pelvic region and groin area. X-rays showed them embedded deep in his body, many having been there for years. He had hammered them into himself as punishment and as a twisted form of gratification. Sadly, Grace's fate would be the same of over 100 to 400 other children that Albert Fish did this to. He was later on by the electric chair in 1936 at 65 years old. He wrote a final statement, but the only person who was able to ever read it was his lawyer, and he refused to release it to the public because he considered it the filthiest thing he had ever read in his life.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Majority
I don't even know why he has a lawyer.
People in real life are actually pretty normal, but nonetheless, bad apples still do exist. So always make sure that you're not out at night too late without your friends or family, and also always let your loved ones know where you are at all times.
And don't accept things from strangers, please.
Oh yeah, and most importantly, carry protection. Hit the gym, invest in some pepper spray, a taser, or if you're licensed and old enough, maybe some concealed carry.
And there was something else I wanted to say, but I don't remember.
Anyways, have a happy day.
Whew, bro, this might have been one of the hardest watches. Like the one I reacted to about what was the video about the serial killers? The situation where people fought back from the serial killers. That one was bad already. This was 10 times worse. 10 times worse. That's all I have for this one, guys. Bro, I need to eat now, so I don't even know how I'm going to eat my food because I'm disgusted. Wish me